Hey beauties, welcome back. It's me, Lydia Marie. Welcome back to the channel. Today, you guys, we are doing a new product review of the newest launch from e.l.f. Cosmetics. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Skin Tint with SPF 50. I said on my Instagram page that when e.l.f. released this product, I was going to break my no-buy to try it out. It retails for $18. It comes in 18 shades, and I picked mine up from Ulta. I have the shade 11 Tan Warm. I'm a huge fan of the e.l.f. Halo Glow collection overall, so I was very much looking forward to them saying they were releasing a skin tint. The summertime is a great time for skin tints because if it's hot and humid like it is here in Charlotte, you may not always want to wear a full face, but you want a little something on your complexion, and you have SPF 50 to boot. So of course I wanted to try this. If you want to see my first thoughts and initial reaction to this new skin tint and using this look that I created, I hope that you will keep watching. Consider turning on those notifications and hitting that subscribe button and joining the beauty family so you don't miss a thing. Let's go ahead and get into the details of this e.l.f. Cosmetics skin tint. Let me get my glasses on so we can go over the specs of this. This is the e.l.f. Skin Tint Light Finish Dewy Coverage. It's the e.l.f. Halo Glow Skin Tint. It comes in 1 fluid ounce. It retails for $18 both on e.l.f. website, at Ulta, and every other retailer that it's sold at. It retails for $18. It is formulated with SPF 50. It's a mineral sunscreen, and one of the main ingredients is the zinc oxide. Zinc oxide is literally the ingredient for mineral sunscreen. Zinc oxide is also white. So if you think mineral sunscreen and you hear white cast, that's because of the zinc. I personally don't think you can say that a sunscreen is never going to have no white cast. I feel like it's going to have very little white cast, very indetectable or not detectable white cast when it comes to a sunscreen, especially a mineral one, because the main ingredient, zinc oxide, is white. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what the bottle looks like. It's a squeezy bottle, and like I said, it's 1 ounce, $18. And for reference, this is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter, which is 1.06 fluid ounces. And I think this is still $14 or $15, something like that. So this is what the two bottles look like in comparison to each other. So like I said, e.l.f. says this comes in 18 flexible shades. If you're looking for your shade match, because I went and got shade 10 neutral and it was way too light on me. However, I'm learning now that this may oxidize, so I'm wondering, I went back and got the shade Tan Warm 11, so I'm hoping that it won't oxidize and I'll be looking orange. However, it's supposed to give you really light coverage, hydrating skin tint that delivers light buildable coverage with a natural dewy finish. SPF 50 is the main claim. It's infused with niacinamide, okay, and it's non-comedogenic, water resistant, and the Halo Glow SPF 50 is recommended by the Skin Cancer Foundation as safe and protective sun protection, which is SPF 50, so that's really good. So like I said, I got the shade Tan Warm 11, so let's just shake it up and try it on. It is very watery. The first one that I tried on, that I took back to the store, it was like drippy, but it also blends. So let's just try it on. I also want to note here, I did not watch a lot of reviews on this. I watched a couple of swatches, but I knew that when I saw this product, and I said it on my Instagram when they were releasing a new Halo Glow product, I wanted to try it. I feel like the shade range can definitely improve. It's a big gap in between like the tan and then the deep dark shades. I don't think it's enough deep dark shades, but since a skin tint is supposed to be flexible, it means it's supposed to work with a variety, just like any other skin tint. To me, to be honest, a lot of the skin tints that have been released in the last couple of years have all had that flexible shades where you kind of find one in between, because if it's a sunscreen and it's going to look a certain way after you apply it, blah blah blah. That's my disclaimer on that. Make your own decision on what you feel about the shade range, but I always say that it could be a little bit more improved. So this is tan. Yeah, that looks better already than the one I had. It's definitely looking more like my skin tone, but you see how the texture is just a little bit runny. I hate trying stuff on with my fingers, so let's just see how it blends. Actually, It looks way better. That neutral shade was like white, but you can see that it has a mineral, you know, like the sunscreen in it, and I can tell it's gonna oxidize because I can see it right here. So you may have to play around with the shades. Let's keep blending. The texture is very nice. It is a very nice kind of like a gel, but it's in line with the Halo Glow collection. And if you're familiar with the e.l.f. Halo Glow collection, it's not super pigmented. It's very glowy, and it's meant to kind of melt into your skin and give you a nice radiant finish, which I can see this is doing. And again, with a skin tint, I'm not expecting major coverage. I'm literally expecting this to be light coverage, looking like my skin, just protected and radiant, which is kind of giving. It's actually really pretty though. Thank goodness. That other shade was, whoo, I was like, that is very neutral. If you're a neutral girl, you could probably wear that other shade, but let's just put it here and see how it looks. It's really, actually, it's really nice. I love the glow, but I like that about the Halo Glow collection anyway, of how glowy and radiant it is. So let's just do a drop here on this side. It's the way it melts in for me. I'm just gonna tap it in, and of course you can apply this with your fingers, which is what I think they recommend, but I don't like to do that, so let's just tap it in. Anytime you get a makeup with SPF, like this has SPF 50, so if I'm wearing this, I probably wouldn't wear SPF underneath it because it is SPF 50. I would let this be it. But if it was like SPF 30 or something, I would definitely wear another sunscreen. But it looks really good, really nice and glowy. No smell. We like that. Not bad. Here's someone, I'm gonna zoom back a little bit since I applied it, but this is what it's looking like. I can tell it's oxidizing just a little bit over here. I'm curious to see how it's gonna oxidize as the day goes along, because I am gonna wear this outside. I don't know if it's gonna be a wear test per se, but this is definitely like a first impression. I was really concerned about the skin, about the shade. I'm telling y'all, that neutral shade, I was like, oh yeah, because the swatches and the pictures on e.l.f.'s website and Ulta website are off. So if you think you are 10 neutral, go with the shade after that, because I don't know what they did. Even a couple of product developers I follow online was like, yeah, the shades photos are off. So if you can get it in the store, try to get it in the store, even though you can't really see anything through their packaging. But I had to go back and get another shade, because the shade I looked at on the website and I was like, oh yeah, that'd be my shade. It's not. But it's nice. It's giving me just what I need as far as coverage, not too much because it's already hot outside. I don't want to do too much, but it did give me a nice halo glow. It's definitely in line with that family of Halo Glow products. What are we thinking? I think it looks good. Let's do a little bit of concealer and a little bit of like some sort of cheek color, and then we'll be done and I'll come back and see how it looks. So I can see it oxidize ever so slightly, but to me it's just really matching up with my skin. Look how it's matching up with my neck, how it's matching up with my face, how it's matching up with my chest, because I'm getting my summer tan. So the oxidation isn't bad. It's not looking super red or orange right now. It's only been a couple of minutes, so we're gonna just see. But again, it's very light coverage. I didn't do a lot. I'm expecting to see my hyperpigmentation because it's a skin tint. I'm going in fully knowing this is light to buildable coverage. It did not advertise itself as medium to full, so I'm not expecting a ton of coverage. I know you can build it up, but I'm not going to do that today. I just really want to see how this wears, how it feels, if there's any irritation to my skin as the day goes along, any of that stuff. So I'm just doing a little concealer from Morphe. This is the Morphe Wake Up Artist in the shade medium tan or golden tan. This is the brightening concealer that I like under my eyes, very hydrating. Just gonna kind of keep in theme with the little hydrating glowy situation. Also, I'm gonna be trying out this Jones Road Miracle Balm that they sent me. I did a PR video a couple videos back, so this is the Miracle Balm that they sent me, and it's in the shade Miami Beach. It's a very glowy type of gel-like complexion product. Not gonna do anything crazy today as far as makeup because I want to keep in the theme with the light coverage. So let's just check it out. So this is supposed to be another product that you're supposed to apply with your fingers. Ugh. And it's very sheer. I can tell you that for a fact. They said to crack the seal by kind of rubbing your fingers in it, which I did. It's a very sheer type of product that you can use. I'm just gonna pop it on my cheeks here for a little pop. And I do mean a little pop of color. Ooh. Yeah, that's very skin-like, but it does have a nice little gel kind of texture. It's a pretty shade as well. And I'm just gonna, has a little scent to it. I'm just gonna pop that here. This was given to me as a gift. No obligation to post, but I did want to use it and see how it wears. I think it's a perfect product when you're using something like a Halo Glow product because it's just melting into your skin and you can kind of build it as you see fit. That is actually very pretty though. Very balm-like moisturizing type of product. It's a miracle balm is what they call it. While I understand the concept of the miracle balm, I prefer a little bit more color on my cheek. So I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. Camo liquid blush. And this is in the shade, I think it's Love You. No, it's not Love You Lilac. It's Suave Mauve, this color. I'm just going to do a little dot over that. And because this is the Halo blush, it's still going to give me that nice little glow. And I'm just going to blend it right in with the brush that I use. I understand the concept, I do. But I like a little bit more of a pop on my cheeks than that gave me. We're just going to kind of intensify it a little bit. It's definitely glowy, balm-like texture. And I'm not setting my face with powder, FYI. I'm just going to give it a quick little spray just to hold everything together because I am going outside and I am a sweaty Betty Spaghetti. And so I don't want to be leaking, but I do want to hold it together. I'm going to use something like a little, you know, just a natural finish spray. But look how well I think the skin tint looks really good actually. Because my face is so subtle, I need some major lashes. I put a little bit of eyeshadow on here using a little bit from this Morphe palette and also from my Sephora palette that I told you guys I was pulling out in my June makeup bag. Just a little bit of glowy type of shimmer, but I'm going to use this Bubble mascara from Maybelline. See if it gives me any good pop of color. This is a very subtle look and y'all know I like to zhuzh it up, but a skin tint is what we're testing today. So we're just going to go with that. It's looking good, but it's definitely oxidizing. I can tell. Interesting. I did add some lip gloss. This is the Fenty Gloss Bomb Sticks in the shade Fenty Glow on my lips. Something nice and light. I like how the eye is looking. I did do a little mascara. That mascara is pretty good. I need to do a review on that. And I'm not going to set my face. I'm just going to melt everything together with the MAC Fix Plus spray. I don't want to take away from the radiance of the skin tint, but I do like how it's looking, how it's settling in. Again, the light coverage, I'm expecting that. I'm not going to do any more coverage on it. I'm expecting it. I feel like you can wear this up. This is going to be a good option for my beauties who are the skin tint type. You want something that's going to give you coverage, that's going to make your skin look great because of the skincare ingredients and SPF. This is going to be for you. You can probably glam it up by putting a lot more on, but I wouldn't do that. I would just use it for what it is, for a light buildable skin tint. That's just me though. So this is what we're looking like when we're all said and done. You guys know I like a good radiant finish. I have dry skin. That's another thing. I need to, if you have some oily skin, I want to know how this performs on you because I am reviewing this and testing this out from someone who has dry skin. But I'm not mad at how it's looking, how it even got a little bit darker or warmer. Because again, I like my complexion products to be warm. I'm not mad at that. And yes, it is 1 fluid ounce, but you see how little I use. You don't need a lot because of how well the product spreads and how it blends out on my face. So I think it's pretty good. so far so good. We're going to keep wearing it. I will of course report back. I don't know if I can do a wear test today because I have to go out and work. So I'm when I do that, I'm normally like using my phone for work, so I can't like stop and record, but I'll try. We'll see. I'll try see how it looks when I'm out in the elements. But you know, I'm not mad at this product at all. So good. I really like how this spreads, which is why even though the packaging looks smaller than what it is, it's 1 fluid ounce. And just for reference, let me see what other foundations I have in here that are about the same size, the 1 fluid ounce. Like the Milk Makeup one, about that, a little bit more than. The packaging is different, but you know, you didn't need a lot of this. Use it for what it is. It is a true skin tint. It's going to give you a tint of color, a little bit of oxidation. Again, keep that in mind. $18. It comes in 18 shades. We'll see if they ever expand the shade range, which they shouldn't have to do in 2025. You should just give us the shade range up front. However, using this for what it is a skin tint with SPF 50, which is pretty fantastic for a skin tint to have that much SPF. I wouldn't compare this to anybody like Danessa. I wouldn't compare this to Milk because they don't have SPF, right? If you're going to compare this to a skin tint, compare it to one that already has an SPF component to it. This one has the SPF 50. Using it for what it is as a skin tint, I'm really not mad at how this looks. You guys let me know how it looks. I don't know if I can do a wear test today, but I'll definitely come back to it and see how I like it in the future. And I'll definitely be using this again. So you guys let me know your thoughts and if you plan on picking this up. If you made it this far in the video, beauties, go ahead and give your girl a thumbs up. I truly appreciate it. Thank you for watching. I told you guys I was going to be breaking my no buy to try this product because I really am a fan of the e.l.f. Halo Glow collection, especially as someone with mature skin, with dry skin. I really like my skin to have a nice radiance to it without looking oily, and the Halo Glow collection really does that for me. Let me know if you guys plan on picking up this skin tint. Of course, I will have it linked down below. It is at Ulta. I think it'll be on Amazon or wherever you choose to shop. It's definitely in the Ulta stores right now. So I got the shade 11 Tan. I like how it looks. I'm really not mad at it, but y'all let me know. Thanks so much for tuning in, you guys. I'll see you guys back here for my next video real soon. Bye.